Predsjednik vlade Srbije, dobrodošli. Ja ću vam biti domaćin do daljnjega.
We're here to support democracy and freedom for individuals everywhere.
Došli smo da podržavamo demokratiju i slobodu pojedinaca svuda.
Kosova,
U Srbiji, Kosovo,
Croatia, everywhere.
Onda smo na istom zadatku ako je tako. I mi smo za demokratiju. I borimo se da stvorimo demokratiju.
So we in the same task, we also fight for democracy.
I to treba reći.
Individual rights.
I građanska prava, da.
We go here?
Nadam se da će vaša posjeta doprineti demokratizaciji odnosa.
I believe that your coming will help to the further democratization.
That's over the right wall. So I can get over there.
We will be driving. This route goes through the most Serbian area.
Nobody gets run over by our bus that we're on.
Yeah, that's how they
Something to get out of excitement, stumble and fall.
No one. I don't know why this motorcade guy. These guys always feel like they gotta go so damn fast.
No, couldn't get it.
Can you hear down at the end? You can. Today. This morning.
Oh, and look at the troops coming in. Oh, look
Yeah.
at this.
Yeah, look at that one. Yeah.
That man is still in danger of life.
Really? That's the young man we read about.
6.
I think it's fair to say that the authorities were not very anxious for us to visit here. We were informed we could only come under certain circumstances. We declined that opportunity and we were able to work out some compromise. We're now told that we cannot go out into the countryside by Mr. Trajkovic, because it's so dangerous. I think I would state right at the outset, so there be no misunderstanding. As I indicated earlier, we're not here to cause any problems. We're here to learn. We believe strongly in democracy, as does our government. We believe in individual rights, as does our government, and we're opposed to human rights abuses.
Interesuar njemi edhe me proceset demokratike që përdoren me pozitën e drejtave të njerëzit në këtë vend të kështu me radhë.
Senator.
Well, I'm just pleased to have the opportunity to meet with you. I can only back up what Senator Dole has said, that we obviously, coming from the United States, feel very strongly about individual and human rights, not only here, but all over the earth.
And when Senator Garden said all over the earth, he knows what that means. He's one of our astronauts, too. Yeah. Senator Warner? Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm just going to do a quick one here.
With the decline of the authority of the Soviet Union, the United States remains now the sole superpower in the world. And we stand for freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom of press.
Është interesuar për lirin njerëzore, si lirin besimit, lirin e folurit, lirin e shtypit.
I'd like to hear from our guests.
We're just going to do well on that.
We are very appalled by some of the human rights abuses that we've seen. We have expressed that to the government as well. We are calling for democracy in your neighborhood and really throughout the world. We see democracy happening throughout Eastern Europe, and we'd like to see it happen in this part of Yugoslavia as well.
Senator Sims?
I'll just be very brief, but I am honored to be in the presence of all of you, and I am hopeful, as my colleagues have said, that freedom can be expanded, and I would add to what Senator Warner said, and that is the right for people to own property and choose their own destiny with their own labor. And I wish you every success.
Motto, and then we'll be happy to hear from everyone that wants to say something.
It's a great honor for me to be here with my colleagues, and particularly Senator Dole, who is a champion of freedom and human rights. I bring you greetings and regards and prayers and wishes from the Albanian community in New York, particularly Jim Jama, who's working so hard to try to sensitize people to what is taking place. I'm not going to attempt to inflame the situation. Your people here and Dr. Rugov, no, your peaceful, non-violent standing for human rights is correct. It's the right thing. And I have to tell you, I am appalled in the short time. I was appalled by the attitude that I have seen and has been expressed to us by the Serbian government. They would treat, it seems, the citizens of Kosova, the Albanian population, as if they're second class, that they're lower. And it's obvious to me. Democracy and human rights, and even in parts of Yugoslavia, great progress is being made. The Serbian leaders appear to be going in the other direction. They sound like a police state. They conduct themselves like a police state, and indeed they are a police state, unfortunately.
Process for Kosova. In spite of this, 5 or 6 months ago, we have formed a few democratic groups. The biggest of which, the largest of which is, as you know, the Democratic League. And then we have the Farmers Party, Youth Parliament, Social Democratic Party, and others, as well as the Council for the Defense of Human Rights and Freedoms. We are dealing in a very difficult position since we are threatened and blocked in our work from the authorities all the time, harassed. We are not registered parties since there is no law of Kosova for parties, political parties. They may even ban us, and that would cause lots of problems. I think this, in a few words, is the situation as far as these groups are concerned. Now, perhaps our colleagues here could say.
Të siguruar edhe të drejtat e njerit, edhe të drejtat kolektive, do të ishte mirë që përkrahet ideja që Kosova ta ketë parasinë e vet kuadër të Federatës Jugoslave.
But we think that within the Yugoslav Federation, our opinion is that Kosova should be an independent unit of the Yugoslav Federation. Our demands on human rights, which was introduced by the Democratic Party and joined by other.
Does everybody here agree with this statement? I mean,
yes, all groups.
Everybody, every group.
Yeah.
So there's no problem.
No.
Is this just
possible to them to do it?
You mentioned a number of people were killed. How many people were killed this year?
Sources 31, I think, or 29.
And then there's thousands of people evidently that have lost their job. I've heard.
We have, our evidence tells us that during the last 2 months there has been more than 6,000 people fired.
Are these 6,000 people, are they still here? Are they leaving the country? Or
a number of them is leaving towards the north of the country. There's a strong pressure I hear these days in the north of Europe, in Norway and other places. But most of them
Norway, you say?
Norway, yeah. Get the passport. If they don't have a new passport or a passport that's valid, it takes more than a year. There is only one source of our economic support and solidarity within the Albanians of Yugoslavia and with our
Question. I'm the son of a doctor. I'm more than interested. Are they bringing in doctors from other areas to take your place, or there's just now an...
We can't, they might hurt us or something. So let me call on Senator, not the Albanian, Senator Max.
I just, one of the things that I would like to hear expressed.
He's very anxious. He sent me a telegram. We're going to give him a copy of our television. But if we could keep, if you would stay here just a few more minutes and we could get Mr. Lane and some other people, we'll go to the other room. Pardon? I know.
Sure, go ahead. Doctor, fine. Bobby, let's take a picture.
I got mine.
And I want to get one with you and the professor.
Reasonable demand.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
You gave this to us before. Yeah. I wanted to make this.
That sounds reasonable to us. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. You speak English? A little bit. Thank you. Hope I didn't make you nervous there trying to...
Thank you for your
thank you for being free again, yes. I don't know why they didn't want us to visit. They put us in a motorcade and they didn't want us to see anybody. But there were a lot of people on the street waving. Yeah. A lot of Albanians. Yeah. If you don't mind waiting just for a few minutes, we're going to go over to the other place. We also believe very strongly in individual and human rights. Now you're talking like we used to hear in the Soviet Union, and it's a new world out there. Maybe you haven't heard about it. People want freedom.
Please, a little bit slower.
Well, people want freedom.
Ljudi žele slobodu.
People want human rights.
Ljudi žele ljudska prava.
They have a right to demonstrate.
Oni imaju pravo da
They have a
demonstriraju.
right to express their views.
Oni imaju pravo
They have a
da
right to
izraze
hold
svoje
up their
mišljenje.
fingers.
Oni imaju pravo da podignu dva prsta.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? No, I say this. We believe in human rights for Serbians, Albanians,
Verujemo u ljudska prava
Croatians,
za Srbe, Albance, Hrvate,
Americans,
Amerikance, Indijance, Kineze.
Ne pokazujete to.
You don't. We're not showing that.
We're not agreeing with you, so if that's not showing.
Mi se ne slažemo s vama da ne
I
pokazujemo.
think since we've had a public hearing here, we're going to go back and have the press come in with the Albanians and have a little public hearing there. I mean, we thought we were going to have a private meeting where we could have a discussion.
Just a second. I was a little bit absent-minded.
We had a public hearing here.
Mi smo imali javni susret.
We're going to ask the press to come back to this for 5 minutes for the Albanians. At least they can get their views on the record.
Excuse me, a little bit slower, because they have to...
Yeah.
Okay, can you repeat that?
We've had a good meeting here with the public.
Mi smo imali dobar susret sa Albancima.
And we had a private meeting with the Albanians.
I imali smo privatan susret sa
And you
Albancima.
didn't want to be in the same room with Tito.
Vi niste želi da budete u istoj sobi sa Titom.
So we had a public meeting.
Zbog toga smo imali javan skup.
So now I'm going to ask the press to come back with the Albanians. We'll have a little public meeting there, so they'll get their views.
I should start with a comparison.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Just to the left.
How much we get that defibrillator?
Je li imaš nešto?
In front of God, in front of anyone, in front of God, because He sees everything.
Thank you. No, I don't know whether we want to.
All his guys in that city, all the staffers.
Look at there. really divided.
They got about 5 or 6 battalions and divisions.
That would be a very bad thing to happen. It would not be. It would not be well received in the United States. And finally, we want to thank you for your assistance and tell you whether people like it or not, freedom is coming, democracy is coming, human rights are coming. You may as well get ready. You may as well get ready for it. It'll come. It's not this year, next year, or next year.
We are ready. Srbija I demokracija u Srbiji je jedna od najstarija na Serbian democracy is one of the oldest in Europe. Narod je demokrat. Serbian people is democratic. Ali nećemo dozvoliti da se zbog zloupotrebe demokratije osvaja teritorija. But we are not going to allow that for the misuse of this country is going to be taken from
Gospodo, na tome ćemo istrajati u borbi za pravdu, za istinu, za jedinstvenu Srbiju I za Srbiju u kojoj će živjeti ravnopravni Srbi, Albanci, Crnogorci, Turci, Muslimani.
We are going to do everything to secure that all people in Serbian state will live together in peace.
Ako se ne radi protiv države I protiv teritorije,
if they are not going to work against
država Srbija za sve ostale spremna je da bude
But can you assure me that no harm will come to any of the Albanians?
Kaže, možete da me uverite u to da neće se nikakvo zlo dogoditi albanskom narodu posle našeg odlaska?
Pitanje je provokativno. Srbija nikada nije ni činila zlo albanskom narodu.
The Serbian people never do any harm to the Albanian people.
Separatisti I oni koji hoće teritoriju protiv njih ćemo sigurno boriti.
Thank you.
We get Warner. Where is he? Senator Warner? We got one eye on you guys. Don't worry about that.